Travel in almost any direction from New York City, and you can hit some of the most beautiful beaches to be found anywhere. Tonight, in part 2 of his series, Steve Powers visits a hot spot on the Jersey Shore. Seaside Heights is both breathtaking and bristles with excitement. Here's Steve.
It's about 60 miles from New York and Philadelphia. Just a piece of sand along the Jersey coast, built up into an exclamation point of sea, beach, and fun. As subtle as a hammer, where yuppies fear to tread. If the beaches in the Hamptons and in Connecticut are a bit on the Tony side, well, then you'd have to say that the beach here at Seaside Heights in New Jersey belongs to the working man. The beach area is like a mayfly that comes alive for a brief period each year, burning brightly with sun and lights, spinning and kicking until the cold still moves in. Primarily, it's a beach town along New Jersey's 120-mile sand coast. Relaxed people, soft beaches, and rough surf, all under the watchful eye of the captain of the Seaside Heights Beach Patrol, John Boyd.
Now that raft goes out much farther, but should be in trouble. He's got her right away.
So far, the captain hasn't lost anyone to the sea, but occasionally some little one gets lost on land. What happened? Were you out on the beach?
We were picking shells, and then my mom, I got lost.
You forgot where your mom is sitting, huh? She'll be here in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
An announcement is made. Mom to the rescue. Captain Boyd has been watching these waters for over 50 years.
Well, you have to learn to read the ocean where the water is going out. You know, the ocean bottom is like a mountain range. It has its ups and downs, and the water comes in over the high part and goes out over the low part. We have to know where the low part is. It doesn't necessarily have to be rough. It's just as more water comes over, and it's got to go somewhere. Whatever comes in must go out and picks the low spot, and that's where it goes.
What's your sense of the ocean in general? I mean, do you view it friendly? Do you view it hostile? Or
I fear it. And anybody who doesn't fear the ocean doesn't know anything about it. It's the most powerful thing in the world, and you've got to recognize it. Have great respect for the ocean.
It was the ocean that brought the developers here back in the 1920s. And Francis Hopson has lived here all that time.
The real estate men from Philadelphia came down and started developing and selling lots to the people who came down on a train from Philadelphia. The train was even free. The real estate people paid for the passages just so they would come here and see the area.
And since then?
Since then, it's grown every year.
Now the local population of 1,500 swells to 3 million people using the beach each summer. How long have you been in this condition? 2 hours. 2 hours you've been there?
Yeah.
Any reason?
Yeah.
What?
Suntan.
Suntan? Where you all from?
Bridgewater. Somerville. Yeah,
Come over here every weekend?
Yeah.
Why? What do you like about this beach?
The people.
The white sand in the ocean.
Yeah? It reminds me of Coney Island when I was growing up. It is like Coney Island used to be. Plenty of food.
We can go through a ton of French fries a week. We can go through 500 pounds of hot dogs a week. We can go through 1,000 pounds of sausage a week. No problems.
And once you've fueled up, there's the boardwalk. Along almost a mile of beach with every kind of amusement you can think of. If you want to stay indoors, there are the penny arcades. Outside, the old carny games. And of course, those rides to give you agita from all the food you ate. And for those who prefer low lights and high decibels, well, you can step off the boardwalk and into a place like the Chatterbox to hear the G-Man. And for something special, there's the first amusement ride at Seaside Heights, the Carousel, and Floyd Moreland. Every weekend, he runs the Carousel. And during the week, well, he's a professor of classics and an associate dean at City University in Manhattan.
It started when I was 2, when I fell in love with this carousel and always wanted to run it. And when I was 16, I got a job from Ken Wynn and worked my way through college and graduate school on it.
He's been working on it off and on ever since, and now every weekend, even though he's a professor, he runs the Carousel at Seaside Heights.
Carousels always bring out the child in people. There are dreams that everyone can go through in riding that machine. It's a very special ride.
It never gets old for you.
It never gets old for most people. You can always find your youth right here in that circle.
Is that that what you do every weekend?
That's what I do.
The boardwalk alive with people for 100 days every summer. And then Seaside Heights, New Jersey moves into tranquility and winter, waiting for another summer season. Steve Powers, Channel 5 News.